So I posted a picture to my Instagram the other day, and it was this cute little comic. It was this little guy on the left and the little guy on the right, and the one on the left was like, "Hey, where'd you find that? I've been looking for it everywhere." And then the guy on the right is like, "I made it myself." And he's holding a jar of happiness. The word happiness is written on this jar he's holding, and he looks so cute and happy. And then the guy on the left is like, "Oh, I want that too." So this image means a lot to me, and it gets me thinking. It gets me thinking about how life is what you make of it, and it's only up to you to make it the best you can be. Because honestly, you're the only one that's living your life, and you're the one you wake up to every morning. You're the one that's going to be born alone and going to die alone. Honestly, your life is yours to live. When life is what you make of it, it's definitely how I live my life. It's so important to me. There's so many examples of people that I come across every day. It's like they're complaining about certain things, or they ask me certain things, and I'm like, it's up to you. It's up to you is all I can think of. Like, at my mom's house back in the day, my brother asked me, like, he's supposed to help mom with the yard. And he's like, "So, what do you think I should do?" And I'm like, What are you asking me for? Mom's yard is going to be as nice as you make it to be. It's up to you. If you want mom to have a nice yard, help her out. You should water and fertilize and mow it regularly. If you want it to look like shit and be lazy and do nothing for it, then it's going to look like shit because you've done nothing for it. What are you looking at me for, you know? It's whatever you want it to be, I told him. And that's pretty much how everything goes. People are like complaining about anything when it comes to relationships, or not having friends, or not liking their grades or their job or anything. Like, certainly we all have our bad days and our bad moments, but you either accept that you've accepted it. Therefore, when you bitch about it, you know it's because your choices, which is how I feel about some things in my life, right? Like, I'm choosing to do certain things, and therefore it's this certain way. So, well, like, thanks for hearing me out when I talk to my friends about it, when I whine about it, but it's my choice, right? I know it, and you got to accept it, so that you can't blame other people. And that's the number one thing, is like, just don't blame other people for anything that you're having trouble with. It's no one else's fault. Like, I have a friend who is bummed because he doesn't have a girlfriend, and not many friends at that, right? And my advice for him is, well, you gotta get out more, go be active, go get more hobbies, right? Because he's an introvert and stays at home and doesn't really have a social circle, right? Doesn't really have a place to meet people. And I'm like, well, people like people who are busy. So if you start volunteering, even at the library, or start doing things, maybe you'll meet more people. But he also has the problem that he's living paycheck to paycheck. So if he doesn't have any extra money, he can't go to activities. He can't go to wing night. He can't go eat out with friends. So he feels kind of left out. But he knows it's his own thing, and he therefore, like, he doesn't ask for anything from anybody, which I respect him for. However, he thinks it's a hindrance to his social life, right? Like, so if we're all getting together out for dinner, he's like, "Oh, I can't go because I can't afford it." So then you got to look at things like, okay, well, how can we change your living situation that you can save a few $100s? Maybe if you got a roommate. Nope, have to live by himself. Okay. So where else are you spending your money? Like, has to have a motorcycle, has to have the car, has to live on their own, has to have food to eat, has bills to pay, debt from credit card. Just pretty much in the tight spot. But then I suggested to him this website called Meetup, and it's like a social website to get together people, but in person. So it's not just like dating website like Plenty of Fish or OkCupid, Lava Life. He hasn't had any luck with online dating websites because he said you message like 20 people and you don't hear back from a single one of them. And I had no comment really, honestly, for that. I just, you know what, every girl on there is probably overwhelmed with like 20 guys messaging her like every hour if she's half decent looking, because the ratio of girls to guys is just awful on those dating websites. So, in the end of the day, I'm like, friend, nobody else cares about your problems. Honestly, people are just too busy. I don't mean that in a mean way. I told him, like, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but people don't have time to worry about what you've got going on, because they've got themselves to worry about what's going on. Everyone's got their own family or, like, life situation or things to deal with at home. So I'm lending ear, but I don't know how to help him otherwise. But maybe just listening is all he needs, and that's what we're doing right now.